Akashvani presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Anuja Kumar. The headlines. International Labour Organization says India's social security coverage doubled from 24.4% in 2021 to 48.8% in 2024. Gujarat to become second state to implement Uniform Civil Code after Uttarakhand. India develops its first indigenous MRI machine set up to be installed at AIIMS Delhi for trials. India and China discuss cross-border cooperation and early resumption of Kailash Mansarovar Yatra. US President Donald Trump orders major overhaul of American elections, mandates citizenship proof for voter registration. And Sunil Kumar wins bronze medal at Asian Wrestling Championship in Amman, Jordan. And now the news in detail. India's social security coverage has seen a significant rise, doubling from 24.4% in 2021 to 48.8% in 2024. Citing the International Labour Organization World Social Security Report 2024-26, Union Minister for Labour and Employment Mansukh Mandavia highlighted the progress made in expanding social security benefits across the workforce. Dr. Mandavia was speaking at the post-budget webinar on investing in people. A report.
The Union Minister revealed that over 17 crore jobs were created in the last decade, with 4.6 crore generated in the past year alone. He said the unemployment rate has declined from 6% in 2017-18 to 3.2% in 2023-24, while female workforce participation has seen a notable increase from 22% to over 40%. Mr. Mandavia attributed these achievements to the government's progressive policies aimed at fostering economic growth and social security. Aishwarya Rai Nigam, News Desk, Akashvani, Delhi.
The Parliament has passed the Disaster Management Amendment Bill 2024 with Rajya Sabha approving it yesterday. The Lok Sabha had passed it in December last year. It aims to enhance disaster preparedness, response and recovery across the country. The bill amends the Disaster Management Act 2005 and intends to strengthen the efficient working of the National Disaster Management Authority and the State Disaster Management Authorities. Replying to a discussion on the bill, Union Home Minister Amit Shah said the size and scale of disasters have changed and the responses must change accordingly.
हम इस विधेयक के माध्यम से रिएक्टिव रिस्पॉन्स से प्रोएक्टिव रिस्क रिडक्शन की ओर जाना चाहते हैं। मैनुअल मॉनिटरिंग की जगह से एआई आधारित रियल टाइम मॉनिटरिंग की ओर जाना चाहते हैं और रेडियो पर चेतावनी की जगह सोशल मीडिया एप्स और मोबाइल की चेतावनी की ओर जाना चाहते हैं। गवर्नमेंट लेड रिस्पांस की जगह मल्टी डायमेंशनल रिस्पांस जिसमें सोसाइटी भी शामिल है, नागरिक भी शामिल है, उसकी ओर जाना चाहते हैं।
Gujarat will become the second state of India to implement the Uniform Civil Code after Uttarakhand. The State Law Minister Hrishikesh Patel said this in the State Assembly yesterday. More from our correspondent.
State Law Minister Hrishikesh Patel said the decision to implement UCC is a step towards ensuring equal justice for all the people in the state and realizing the concept of Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat. In this direction, the state government has formed a high-level committee under the chairmanship of Justice Ranjana Desai to evaluate and draft the Uniform Civil Code for the state. The committee has invited suggestions from the residents, socio-political organizations, and the deadline of submitting the suggestions has also been extended till 15th April to ensure more people's participation in lawmaking. Aparna Khund, Akashvani News, Ahmedabad.
Medium-term and long-term government deposit components of gold monetization scheme will be discontinued from today. The Ministry of Finance in a statement said the discontinuation has been made after the examination of the performance of the gold monetization scheme and evolving market conditions. The ministry also said that short-term bank deposits offered by the banks under gold monetization scheme shall continue at the discretion of the individual banks. Union Minister for Minority Affairs Kiren Rijiju has said contribution of minorities will be substantial in making India a self-reliant nation by 2047. He was addressing a conference of state minorities in New Delhi yesterday. Mr. Rijiju emphasized the need to prioritize the education and skill development of minorities. He said that the government is running several personalized schemes for the welfare of 6 notified communities. In Chhattisgarh, 3 Maoists, including one with a bounty of 25 lakh rupees, were killed in an encounter with security forces yesterday in Dantewada. The Maoist with a reward of 25 lakh has been identified as Sudhir alias Sudhakar, an active member of the Dandakaranya Special Zonal Committee. A reward of 2 lakh rupees each was declared on the 2 other Maoists. So far, 100 Maoists have been killed in various encounters with security forces this year in Bastar division of Chhattisgarh. In Telangana, rescuers have recovered one more body from the partially collapsed Sri Salem Left Bank Canal Tunnel project in Nagar Karnool district after over a month. District Collector Badwat Santosh informed the media that the body was located during the search operation yesterday. With this, a total of 2 bodies have been found so far. Chief Minister Revant Reddy has directed the authorities that the search operation continue till all those trapped are located. Last month, 8 persons, including 2 engineers, were trapped in the tunnel when it collapsed. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our X handle at AIR News Alerts. And for details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and download the News on AIR app. The 33rd meeting of the Working Mechanism for Consultation and Coordination on India-China Border Affairs was held in Beijing, China, yesterday. In a statement, the Ministry of External Affairs said that the meeting comprehensively reviewed the situation along the line of actual control in the India-China border areas. The ministry said the 2 sides also agreed to maintain and strengthen relevant diplomatic and military mechanisms towards this end. They also exchanged views on the early resumption of cross-border cooperation and exchanges, including on trans-border rivers and the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra. Both sides also agreed to work together to make substantial preparations for the next meeting of the special representatives, which will be held in India later this year. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar and UN Secretary General's Special Envoy Julie Bishop held talks in New Delhi yesterday, focusing on the fast unfolding situation in Myanmar. Bishop is currently on a visit to India. In April last year, UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres appointed Bishop as his special envoy on Myanmar. Myanmar has been witnessing widespread violent protests demanding the restoration of democracy since the military seized power in the coup on 1st of February 2021. The resistive forces have already captured many key trading points along the borders with India, China and Bangladesh. U.S. President Donald Trump has signed an executive order mandating sweeping changes to the U.S. election process. The changes require documentary proof of citizenship for voter registration and ensuring that all ballots are received by the election day. The order asserted that the U.S. has failed to enforce basic and necessary election protections and urged states to collaborate with federal agencies to share voter lists and prosecute election-related crimes. It also warned that states where election officials fail to comply may face cuts in federal funding. Back home, India has developed its first indigenous magnetic resonance imaging MRI machine set to be installed at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences AIIMS in New Delhi by October for trials. The move aims to reduce treatment costs and reliance on imported medical devices, as 80 to 85% of equipment is currently imported. The indigenous MRI machine will help make India more self-reliant in medical technology. Talking to reporters, the director of AIIMS New Delhi, M. Srinivas, said that this initiative will help various companies and institutions make necessary changes and ensure that the country has the best equipment in the world.
Advantage of this is that having used the best of the equipment in the world, we will give the feedback to them so that the companies and the people, the institutions, the Samir makes all those necessary changes so that they can come to the best of the equipment of the world.
The Nalanda Mahavihar deemed university in Bihar will soon introduce a Buddhist artificial intelligence with the help of Malaysia. Vice-Chancellor of the deemed university, Professor Siddharth Singh, said an MOU has been signed between the two parties to roll out the special AI system and chatbot. The Vice-Chancellor said it will help to revive the Nalanda tradition.
हम ताइवान, अमेरिका, जापान, थाईलैंड और वियतनाम जैसे कई सारे देशों के प्रतिष्ठित संस्थानों के साथ, जिसमें कि हमारे छात्र और अध्यापक जा सकें और वहां के लोग हमारे यहाँ आके पढ़ सकें, इसके लिए बहुत सारे हमने MOU अकादमिक आदान प्रदान का जो एक सहमति पत्र होता है, उस पे हम कुछ पे हस्ताक्षर कर चुके हैं, कुछ पे आगे हम करेंगे.
Moving on to the world of sports, Indian wrestler Sunil Kumar won the bronze medal in the 87 kg Greco-Roman category of the Asian Wrestling Championship in Amman, Jordan yesterday. Here is more from our correspondent.
In the bronze medal match, Sunil outclassed China's Xiaojin Huang after losing in the semi-finals of the 87kg bout in the Continental Tournament. Next we have from IPL T20 where Punjab Kings defeated Gujarat Titans by 11 runs at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad last night. Shreyas Iyer was the top scorer for Punjab Kings who made unbeaten 97 and was named player of the match. Today Rajasthan Royals will lock horns with Kolkata Knight Riders in Guwahati from 7:30 p.m. More from cricket, the ICC has released the full schedule of Women's Cricket World Cup 2025 qualifiers. The tournament will kick off from 9th of next month at Lahore in Pakistan, featuring 6 teams. Last we have from AFC Asian Cup 2027 qualifiers final round, where India-Bangladesh Group C match remained goalless in Shillong last night. The Bangladesh side showed better form and ensured goal remained elusive for the hosts. India will now need to gear up against Singapore and Hong Kong in Group C of the third round. Chirag Jha, Akashvani News, Delhi.
The Met Department has forecast heavy rainfall in Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh today. It said thunderstorm accompanied with gusty winds and lightning will also occur at isolated places in Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Karnataka and Kerala. A gradual rise in maximum temperatures by 2 to 3 degrees Celsius over plains of northwest India is also predicted during next 2 days. The Balpan Ki Kavita initiative restoring Bharatiya rhymes poems for young children will begin today. This initiative has been launched by the Education Ministry and is aimed at providing better learning to young children at the foundational stage. It also aims to familiarize children with the world around them through easily understandable and joyful poems and rhymes in their mother tongue. The participants of the contest can send existing poems and rhymes popular in folklore under 3 categories, which are pre-primary, grade 1 and grade 2. The government of Meghalaya, in collaboration with the Indian Chamber of Commerce, is organizing the 7th Act East Business Show in Shillong from today. The 2-day flagship event aims to foster stronger economic and trade relations between Bangladesh, Bhutan, India and Nepal and ASEAN nations. And now for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Nina Arikal.
Thank you, Anuja. Delhi unveils 1 lakh crore rupee budget with double-engine thrust with key focus on women, education, transport and health makes the top front page headline in Hindustan Times. India's first hydrogen fuel cell train likely to roll out in April-May, reports the Hindu Business Line. All Air India employees, including MD and CEO, will travel economy on domestic flights for official trips to free up seats for customers in premium economy and business class, notes Financial Express. Punjab to ban addictive energy drinks with high caffeine and taurine content for children, cites the Tribune. And finally, Uttarakhand government school kids say Ni Hao or Namaste to Mandarin, writes the Times of India. Mandarin language has been introduced in 15 government schools in the state to equip young children with language skills for better global job prospects while also supporting national security interests amid ongoing border tensions with China. And with that, it's back to you, Anuja.
Thank you, Nina. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. International Labour Organization says India's social security coverage doubled from 24.4% in 2021 to 48.8% in 2024. Gujarat to become second state to implement Uniform Civil Code after Uttarakhand. India develops its first indigenous MRI machine set up to be installed at AIIMS Delhi for trials. India and China discuss cross-border cooperation and early resumption of Kailash Mansarovar Yatra. US President Donald Trump orders major overhaul of American elections, mandates citizenship proof for voter registration, and Sunil Kumar wins bronze medal at Asian Wrestling Championship in Amman, Jordan. And with that we end the morning news. Have a nice day.